sweater. What we have here is a long sleeve classic sweater with a crew neck and some tipping, but there's a surprise in the back and it's quite fun. Check this out. This is the back. So you don't see that very often. And in fact, I was in the dressing rooms with Sam Simmons and she said, wait, that's the back? I thought that was the front. Yes, this is the back. Isn't that fun? And these two buttons on the bottom are functional buttons. So the rest are sewn in place. You don't ever have to worry about them opening up. But if you want to give yourself, you know, a little more room down here or just some more interest, unbutton those two. And here you go. And then you have that beautiful tipping. Here's the red color. And look at the detail. The tipping on here is that light pink. Beautiful combination there. This is the navy. And then you have a soft blue and kind of a off-white in the tipping. Here's the back on that. Really fun. And then here's ivory. This is really giving Americana, the red, white, and blue with the tipping here. Beautiful. Look at this, my friends. The price here, $39.99. So you're saving $24. That's 35% off. And by the way, if you go to QVC.com, we do have another color. It's green. And then you're seeing the navy tipping on that. And here's the back. All right, I'd love to welcome in my friend because I really miss Bitsy Jennings. Welcome in. Bitsy, I have to give you your introduction. According to my card, you are a style guru and fashion influencer. And that you are, my friend. Good to see you. I miss you. All of, you know, when it was football season, I didn't see you here on Sundays. And then I don't know what happened, but tonight you're with me.
Well, you know what happened. We won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you brought the luck. Because so you went to all those games.
I did indeed. I've been going since the vet. So I've been sticking through the hard times and the winning times. So that's what being a Philadelphia fan is all about. But being a Classics Collection fan is all about classic silhouettes. So we're starting off with sort of a little bit of that preppy vibe, that classic crew neck silhouette. The fabrication on this sweater is something to note. It's 50% nylon, 33% viscose, 17% modal. So the combination of those three fabrications make this exceedingly soft. It's oh, great. I was just going to say, it's a really dense knit, sort of lighter weight. Of course, this is something you could start wearing right now and even on those cooler summer months. This particular color option, the ivory, is giving me U.S. Open vibes.
Yes.
It's giving me all of the preppy moments that you might have coming up in the summertime. Now we have these hanging up. Don't hang this at home. We don't want it to grow on the hanger. It is a knit, so it's a machine wash, lay flat to dry, but a really soft sweater. You don't need to wear anything under it. But of course, if you do, you can certainly do that and then reveal a little bit of that back. Perhaps you're going to pick up one of the wardrobe builder tank tops and you want to have that showing a little bit in the back. That's where those two functional buttons really come into play.
I love it. The length is about 25.5 to 31.5, extra small through 3X. Any suggestions on shopping for size?
I would stick with your regular size if you wanted to fit as we see on the model shots. If we could perhaps show Chantal again. It's a little bit a closer knit to the body. So it's fitting her beautifully at the shoulders. It nips in just a little bit on the body part, and then it gets a little bit wider. As we design for women's bodies, we're very cognizant of sort of accommodating for the curves. You'll hear me say that a lot, because it really is built into how we fit our products. Yeah.
And we have another video. I think this is Jackie, and it's Bridget. Sorry, she has the bottom unbuttoned, the bottom too. And she's 5'7", wearing the medium. I love the way she unbuttoned the bottom. I think that's great. And then that way it gives her more of a roomier fit and a roomier drape. And I think it adds interest to it because You know, even if you're going to do something classic, it doesn't have to be boring. Classic can be very interesting when it comes to these kinds of details. I think it's super fun to have the back like that because people are going to look at it and be like, wait, what's going on? They might have to look twice, right?
Yeah, and there's a practicality to that as well. You don't want to stretch it out when you're sitting down. So by having those buttons, you're not having to sort of hike up the sweater before you sit down in order to not stretch it out. By giving you that sort of relief, you can just sit down and not worry, ooh, am I going to stretch this out? It's also a light enough knit that you could certainly do a little front tuck with this. It's, I would venture to guess, year-round fabrication in most parts of the country. Again, it's a nylon viscose modal blend. So you're getting this really soft, sort of a Italian-looking knit. It's that nice, dense knit, fully fashioned. You have that nice sort of 2x2 cuff and at the bottom. But again, it's not going to be clinging to your body, especially if you give yourself a little bit of that release with the button.
Absolutely. It's wonderful. And I think this is kind of an all year round sweater. I mean, the fabrication that, like you said, Bitsy, is so luxurious. It feels so soft to the touch. The quality is amazing. It's not too dense. This is great for the warmer months. And then if you want to unbutton a few in the back down here at the bottom and, you know, give yourself a little bit more air conditioning, you can do that. But look at these color combinations. They're beautiful and fresh, really, for all year round. I'm thinking the red with the pink here. That's a really fun color combination. And then we have here the navy with the soft blue and the ivory. And then, of course, how great would this be? I mean, this is giving Americana, US Open, Country Club, Preppy. It's the ivory with the red and the navy. This is the most popular. And then on QVC.com, we also have green. $39.99 is the clearance price on that. It's item number A676543. 2 items still to come. You may have noticed my